By a show of hands, how many of you have heard this song before? Not only is it famous for the singer's voice, but you can also use it as a tool to ensure that somebody's staying alive while on your watch, simply by using the beat. More on that later. Early detection of cardiac arrest and high-quality CPR can improve the outcome of cardiac arrest victims. Per the American Heart Association, over 475,000 people went into cardiac arrest in 2015, and that's in the US alone. That's over half the population of Ventura County, according to the US Census Bureau. Of these nearly 500,000 victims, about 10% will survive, and that's if the arrest is actually witnessed. With numbers like this, an arrest can happen anytime, any place. Would you rather be scared or prepared? Having been a paramedic for over 10 years, I've overseen hundreds of cardiac arrest cases with many different outcomes. The people that seem to come back home intact to their families are the ones that received high-quality bystander CPR prior to EMS arrival, and typically within 2 minutes of collapsing. This can be seen in the 2017 VC-EMS Cardiac Arrest Survivor Report. So, today I'll be showing you what signs to look for in a cardiac arrest, and I'll also be showing you how to do hands-only CPR. So let's get pumping, shall we? Let's go over how to tell if somebody actually is in cardiac arrest. Say you witness a collapse. The first thing you're going to do is assess consciousness. Sir, are you okay? If you don't get anything, check for a carotid pulse in the neck for 5 to 10 seconds. At the same time, assess for adequate breathing. Look, listen, and feel. Snoring, grunting, and gurgling are not signs of adequate breathing. So now that we've confirmed that our patient isn't breathing and doesn't have a pulse, we need to start hands-only CPR. We'll first identify our landmarks. Find the center of the neck. Follow the sternum down until you feel a bump. That's called the sternal notch. You're going to go 2 finger lengths underneath that, and you're going to put one palm on top of the other. This should be right at about the nipple line in male patients. Ensure that your elbows are locked and that your chest is above your arms. And we're going to be compressing at a depth of 2.5 inches, which is a lot deeper than you think. If you're not hearing ribs cracking, you're not going deep enough. We're also compressing at a rate of 110 compressions per minute, which just so happens to be the same beat as the song Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. Staying alive. You guys get the idea. Once compressions have been started, call 911 or instruct another bystander to do so. When EMS arrives, stop compressions, tell them what you know, and take a well-earned break. So remember, if you witness an arrest, check for a carotid pulse for 5 to 10 seconds, look for adequate breathing, and if you don't have either of them, start CPR. We compress at a depth of 2.5 inches, and we stay alive at a rate of 110 beats per minute. In closing, recognizing the signs of cardiac arrest and giving high-quality, hands-only CPR can potentially make a big difference between life and death. My hope is that if you ever witness a cardiac arrest, you'll now be prepared and not scared. Your actions could give someone the gift of staying alive. Thank you.